Good afternoon and welcome to Hendricks How-To. My name is Finnigan and I'm a Hendricks Big Leap coach. And this morning I want to share with you how to incorporate in your life the fear melter root. So I'm specifically focusing on this one. So first of all, I really just want to set some context and just remind people about the 4 types of fear and the 4 fear melters. So I'm just going to visually demonstrate each one. So we've got freeze and we've got wiggle as the melter to help dissipate that energy from our bodies. We've got flee and we've got root as the melter, feeling our feet really connected to the ground. We've got fight and we've got ooze to actually, it's really hard to fight when you're oozing. And we've got faint, feel the energy draining out of us, and love scoops, drawing love in and placing them on our body wherever we need them. And today I'm focusing on root. I'm focusing on it, I say with a smile on my face, partly for selfish reasons. I don't know about you, but for me at this time of year, I start to notice the kind of frenzied energy that is out there. Some of the people I'm connecting with, they're operating at, it feels like an agitated fear sort of level. And I find myself, I can very quickly pick up on that energy and find myself in the same place. And for me, it's a kind of flee. It's kind of, I'm fleeing into, oh, I've got all this stuff to do before the break. I've got all this stuff to do before the family gathering. I've got all these things to finish up. And so it's very easy to become agitated. What I noticed recently at a Fear Melters dance party, which is an event Darlene Bellis and I run every Thursday, 11 a.m. at Pacific time, and it's available through the Hendricks events. We do one song for each type of fear melter. So one song for wiggle, one for root, one for ooze, and one for love scoops. And people can try out that movement or move their bodies however they choose to. But what I've noticed when doing that is that the one that I notice my body actually sinks into is the one I find the hardest to do. And so today, for that reason, I've chosen root. I found recently, with everything that's going on, my feet having real difficulty just staying in one place. So today we're going to focus on root. To focus on root, though, I want you to ask yourself the question, how do I flee? What does fleeing look like for you? So if you're asking yourself, what does fleeing look like for me? I can give you some examples. For some people, it's a full-on, I'm getting out of here and running. For some people, it's walking out of the room, leaving an argument. For some people, if I'm face on to you, like this, for some people, it's as subtle as a shoulder just starts to orient in that direction, or my foot starts to turn out, like my body, like it looks like I'm here, but my body's getting ready to leave. It may be an upward movement up into my brain. So again, it looks like I'm here, but I've gone into my head and I'm busy thinking and strategizing and making up stories. It could be fleeing back into the past, or it could also be fleeing into the future. So those are some ideas for what a flee could look like. The invitation with root is to, and you can do this sitting, standing, or lying down, but feel the parts of your body that are connected with the ground. Yeah, and so for me at the moment, I'm standing and I'm feeling both feet really strongly connected, and I've got carpet underneath me. Yeah, sometimes I like to visualize roots extending from my feet into the ground. Recently, I was in a setting where the invitation was to imagine that if we had a tail, imagine from our tailbone a tail extending down into the ground, And I heard one going even further, taking it right down into the core of the earth. And I don't know about you, but when I do that, and when I bend my knees a little bit and pretend I'm sitting on my third leg, on my tail, there's a, here I am. Like a resting, like a release or a relief. Like, just as I was invited yesterday to realize that breathing is unconscious and simple, and I'm supported by the universe. So I breathe out, the trees do their thing, I breathe in oxygen, I breathe out, we're helping each other. With this root stance, I feel very connected. I feel held by the ground, by earth, and supported. And there's a genuine feeling with that. So my invitation to you is to, if you notice yourself fleeing in all the different ways or possibilities, to invite you to root. I also notice as I do it, like my shoulders kind of go back and my breath comes in with it. So an invitation to take 3 easy, deep breaths. A really full exhale, maybe hold it out for as long as you're comfortable to, and then breathing in. Another invitation might be to do one song and do a mixture of females, or solely focus on root. I like to find something that has quite a solid base and I can feel that grounding sort of beat. So I wish you great happiness in exploring what are the ways I flee and what are the ways I can root. And maybe to notice your level of aliveness now at the end of our time together. I hope you navigate this time beautifully, and it's been a joy to share the Fiamelta route with you today.